So in today's video I'm going to be showing you my custom slipcover for the new Scooby-Doo movies Almost Complete Collection on Blu-ray. Now, when you saw my unboxing video, you saw that the UK doesn't come with a slipcover. It's only in North America, Canada and Australia, I think, as well. For some reason in Europe and the UK we don't get the slipcover one, and there are some various differences between my one and a North American release one. With the actual DVD designs, the artwork is different on their copy than our ones, and instead of having the index put onto the slipcover bit here, or the DVD insert, they've actually got a little booklet that actually slips into there and tells you what the index are. That is better than our alternative, because I really hate taking off the DVD insert just to see the index. So with those differences aside, I thought, you know what, I wanted the slipcover version. So I went on eBay and I saw that they were going for ridiculous prices, about $40, and then you're paying like £12 to £20 in postage, and then you have to pay import charges on top of them that's listed on eBay. So all rough together you're paying about $80 to $100, which is about 80 to 90 quid, and then there's a slight possibility that you might get an additional import charge, which is so ridiculous. So I'll be paying over £100 just for the DVD with the slipcover, and I don't want to do that because that's way too much money for a DVD just for the cover. That's all I want, is the slipcover, not the Blu-ray itself of the North American release, just a slipcover for my collection. Then I remembered that you can make custom slipcovers, and my mate David has made some in the past, some really good ones, because he has the printer and the paper do the slipcovers. So I went round his, he turned on his printer, an A3 printer that he's got, and we did some test runs and we started making our own, and this is the final release copy of our own slipcovers. As you can see, it's really well done and I really quite like it, and I'm going to talk about the process that went into just making this one slipcover, because in order to do this we had to get the right measurements right, and that was a bit tricky. So let's go over a bit of some of the tests that we've done to lead up to this. So first things first, this is the A3 paper, and this was one of the tests that we did. We kind of got the measurements wrong because we scanned in the insert cover of my Blu-ray, and then we just printed it off without actually adjusting the sizes. So we pretty much stopped it and we had to look at the colours. As you can see, the colours do vary between each other, but I think that has to do with the actual ink that was used in this one. In fact, I think it quite looks nice because it's a bit more dark and rich tone than what's on my DVD one, or my Blu-ray one rather. So it's nice to tell them apart, and if I could, I would reprint off an insert just so I can have, you know, a more fresh colour look to it, because that's alright, but it's like a light tone. This is more like a darker gradient, so it's really nice for a slipcover effect. So then when we went back into the editing, got the dimensions right, we then did another one, and it was this one. It is very different than the one I'm holding in my left hand rather. So yeah, when we did this one, we printed it off. I bended the corners. I did all the bending because I got the straightest hands to do it. So I bent the corners, sellotaped it or glued it together. We had like double-sided tape, which is better to use rather than glue. So we stuck that down, and this was the final print. And then I realised it was small because we forgot to add on that bit extra for the slipcover. So that was fail number 2. Then we went back and fixed it, and we came up with test number 3. Again, looks very similar to the perfected one, The only issue is this was a little bit too small. In fact, as you can see, I've actually peeled off some of the tape because I tried to take it off to see what was wrong, and it wasn't the fact that it needed adjusting, and it wasn't the fact that I did the corners too tight, it was the fact that the cover itself was just way too small, and so it was very hard to get in there because there's a tight squeeze. So when you fit this on the slipcover, as you can see there, it's a really tight squeeze, like really tight. So we went back to the drawing board for 4th attempt. Now this was the 4th attempt. I don't have to say anything to know that we fucked up on this, because we kind of got our resolution a bit wrong. We had it at 600 and we needed 300 because the guy that we were watching on YouTube who does slipcover, because we wanted to get the right dimensions, because we don't want to waste too much more of this paper, because this paper weren't cheap. So we tried to find out what sizes, measurements do other people use, and we used his one, but we kept our resolution to 600, where we should have put it down to 300, and the results were, well, as we say, we gone goofed. So once we found out that it was the resolution problem, because, you know, it's the least thing you expect, and we did it for our 5th and final test, which is this one right here, and we actually perfected it. So then once this all came out, I bent the corners and I put it together basically, I then had the moment of truth. Yes, it is. Slight issue as well, this is not my original case. I've actually went on eBay and re-brought another case. This was my original case with my Scooby-Doo one, and the only issue is when it went in, it just didn't feel like a tight squeeze. It felt like the case was too loose, and then sometimes when I hold it up it would just fall out, and I really didn't like it. So I went on eBay and I brought because it holds 2 discs and I wanted it the same as this one. So I managed to go on eBay and I spent £3 with free postage to get another case that holds 2 of them, moved everything around, got the case that I wanted. I then put it on the slipcover and it fits perfectly. So yes, 5 attempts and a new Blu-ray case later, and I have my own custom slipcover for the new Scooby-Doo movies, the Almost Complete Collection. Now, I didn't do a DVD one, but we will be working on doing a DVD slipcover for my DVD version, and we're also working on custom slipcovers for Scooby-Doo in the future, especially Return to Zombie Island. We're currently working on that one, because we just want to get some test runs and try and get them ready, because I know the UK is going to get slipcover ones and I want it for my collection. And also as well, we gave it a gloss finish and basically we sprayed it a couple of times to get a nice smooth surface, and you can see that like it shines as well. The results, the final outcome, perfect. We also did a second final one for my mate David, so that when he gets his hands on the Blu-ray one he has a slipcover. But yes, in your face Warner Bros, you don't give the slipcovers to the UK? Fine, I can accept that, but I'm making my own better ones. No Blu-ray shit on the top. I will leave the link to David's channel in the description and also in the comments section, so go check out his channel. He does keck pickups videos, and he has a nice, amazing, a lot of Blu-rays, so you have fun looking at his collection. But he also does custom slipcovers on the side. If you want to message him about getting your own, then feel free to head over to his channel or head over to his Twitter page on his channel and message him there. But yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If did, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and turn on post notifications by ticking that bell to keep updated when I post new design videos each week. And I'll see you next time, but until then, take care.